We hit on our lock of the night play this past weekend for UFC Vegas 108. It came in the form of Esteban Ribovics, who came in at minus 238, which was the number that we were able to lock in. It should have probably been Carol Hossa. You know, she had a easier path to victory, a little stunted first round, but after that, rounds 2 and 3, it was dominant that Carol Hossa was going to get the win there. But Ribovics, we know his style. He likes to make it a little bit more dangerous than it should, but he still came out on top. He was in the driver's seat pretty much the entire time. Very happy to cash that ticket, but it should be easier than that, right? It should be like Carol Hossa going out there and getting the win that she did. That brings our lock of the night record for 2025 to 39 and 24 for plus 0.77 units, 1% ROI. We're finally in the green. You know, technically we're in the green. I'm going to classify that we're in the black right now, but I'm very happy and proud of the ability to, get out of that hole that we dug ourselves into earlier this year. Been absolutely killing it in the past couple of months with the lock of the night plays, and I hope to keep that trend going moving forward. All right, I got another 3 lock of the night plays, or lock of the night candidates, I should say. Only one of them will be the official lock of the night play. A lot of chalk on this card, so I have to find a way to navigate this as best as possible, find the best spot given the odds as well. So there is 2 chalky spots on here. Maybe one of them are the lock of the night plays, but I also have an underdog spot here that I feel good about that I would consider as a lock of the night play as well. So let's get right into it. First one up is going to be Jocelyn Edwards and Priscilla Cashewa under 2.5 at plus 150. Now, Edwards is on a 2-fight winning streak, finishing both of those matchups. And I think this is a very winnable fight for her against Cashewa, which is why she's a big favorite to begin with. But I think this is a very finishable fight for her. And what I mean by that is that we've seen her really implement a lot of grappling recently since joining forces with Valentina Shevchenko over the last few years. And I think we're going to see that come into fruition here as she takes Cashewa to the ground and eventually finds a dominant position to get that finish. I think she can do it within 2 rounds, if I'm being honest. I know it took Jazz Davicius a little bit longer to get that finish against Cashewa, but I think we'll see Edwards a little bit more fine-tuned in terms of looking for submissions, whereas Jazz Davicius was, she's not as crafty as a jiu-jitsu player as Edwards, in my opinion. We saw a very crafty jiu-jitsu specialist in Jillian Robertson get Cashewa out of there in the first round. I'm hoping Edwards can do something similar there, and at plus 150, it's hard not to pass that over there. And even on the flip side, if Cashewa wins, we know her wild man style or wild woman style of just consistently crashing the pocket with big power shots. Who's to say that she can't help us cash this possible under 2.5 lock of the night play? So either way it goes, I'm seeing a finish here. All right, next up, we're going to go Julius Walker and Rafael Sedica under 1.5 at minus 225. A little bit chalky here. And I tried to give Sedica the benefit of the doubt last time around. However, I think Julius Walker is just too athletic, fast, and explosive for him, and that will allow Walker to really push Sedica back, utilize his aggressiveness, forward pressure, land some big shots, and I think he'll eventually be able to get Sedica out of there within 3 or 4 minutes. If you can get the fight does not start round 2, that might be a slightly better price tag there, but I'm not rating Sedica's durability at all. I think Walker has the chops to go out there and just punish him from jump, and I think he'll be able to get that quick finish. Might be worth a lock of the night play at minus 225. The third and final lock of the night candidate is going to be Gene Matsumoto, who comes in at minus 300 against Miles Johns. I believe Matsumoto should still be undefeated. He should be 17-0. Close fight against Rob Font. I should say close round 1. I thought round 2 was clearly Matsumoto. Round 3 was Rob Font. But we see what Matsumoto's good at. He's improving his offensive grappling game where he can smash opponents from on top and even look for submissions, but it's really his Muay Thai game that will separate him from Miles Johns, and I think it's that consistent leg kick that's going to cause Johns a lot of trouble here. I think Matsumoto can mix it up in the pocket enough, and I think he'll be able to hurt Johns consistently throughout this 15-minute fight, and that will eventually lead to him winning this fight on the scorecards and possibly cashing as a lock of the night play for us at minus 300. I know, little chalky there, but that's the story of this entire card. Besides the Cody Brundage fight that just got announced, every fight on this card is minus 205 or wider. So got to mix the confidence with the odds, hence the 3 candidates that I got here for you guys. Again, I've already dropped it on the Lock of the Night Patreon page, so if you want to check that out, check the link in the description below. Otherwise, I will see you guys later today for the Chalk or Not segment for UFC Vegas 109. See you guys then. Peace.